First, I'm joined from Glasgow by the leader of the SNP, Alex Salmond. Alex Salmond, you said you were hoping for a referendum.
Good evening, Jeremy.
Good evening, yes. Very nice of you, very polite.
Do I sometimes set out to wrong-foot people? Yes. And the reason for that, I think, can be justified.
Well, you know what the accusation is. They say you're a poodle.
Yeah, of course.
I just try to ask the questions that the average reasonably intelligent viewer would like to see asked. And by and large, I think you should ask it straight and direct.
The truth of the matter is that Mr. Marriott was not suspended.
Did you threaten to overrule him?
I did not overrule Derek Lewis.
Did you threaten to overrule him?
I took advice.
And if you ask the question, you should get an answer.
On what I could or could not do.
Did you threaten to overrule him, Mr. Howard?
Or you should persist with it long enough that the average reasonably intelligent viewer would understand that an answer has not been given.
I did not overrule Derek Lewis.
Did you threaten to overrule him?
Mr. Marriott was not suspended.
Did you threaten to overrule him?
There is nothing more maddening, and I think it's for the, not just for me as an interviewer, but for the viewer, than to have someone not answering a question.
Did you threaten to overrule him?
£25 million for a fleet of how many buses?
No, for the buses, that's a different matter, and that's a different funding
How
proposition.
many?
Let me invite
much
you
would it
to
cost?
Speculate how much
No. I invite you
mayors...
to speculate. In fact, more than speculate,
Well,
tell us how much it would cost.
Let me tell you this. They would cost no more and no less than the mayor's own manifesto commitment to produce another 500 hybrid buses,
which are
going to ply the streets.
Which is what?
And which will be bought, of course, as the mayor knows full well, not by Transport Run, but they will be bought
Give us a figure.
By the bus.
Give us a figure.
And
Come
I think when you look at the prospect that this offers,
what
London,
is the figure?
Well, the cost of a bendy bus is about £200,000. I envisage it being the cost over time being substantially amortised to be easily bearable under the Transport Budget Fund.
Sorry, am I not making myself clear? What we want to know is how much you propose to spend on this new fleet of Route Master buses.
No more,
a figure,
and no less.
A figure.
Than the cost of the mayor's.
I despair.
500.
The same grave.
Okay, well, I'm terribly sorry to both of you. Great apologies. It really is a complete shambles, this place tonight.
I really profoundly believe that the healthy democracy is the well-informed democracy. And that's how I justify what we do.
Does the fact that George Bush and you are both Christians make it easier for you to view these conflicts in terms of good and evil?
I don't think so, no. I think that whether you're a Christian or not a Christian, you can try and perceive what is good and what is evil.
You don't pray together, for example?
No, we don't pray together, Jeremy, no.
And now on the theory that while some people are interested in the markets, everyone's interested in the weather. Here it is, shorn of the usual folksy nonsense about clouds bubbling up and advice about wearing woolly socks. Eastern parts will mainly avoid the rain, except for those that don't. Western areas will be cloudy with rain, except in those places that don't have rain. Temperature. And finally, by popular demand, the second Newsnight weather forecast. Take an umbrella with you tomorrow. Controversially to tomorrow's weather forecast. It's a veritable smorgasbord. Sun, rain, thunder, hail, snow, cold, winds. Almost worth going to work. The forecast, it's April. What do you expect?
Sorry. It's
You
a quite
can put-
straight
you
yes
can
or
put the
no.
question and I
It's a
would
straight
give
yes
you-
or no
I would give you an
Did you
answer.
threaten to overrule him?
That business of asking questions is, I think, our raison d'etre.
Is there not an American responsibility, having invaded a country, dismantled all the apparatus of government, to ensure that the citizens of that country are not murdered? Election.
And I'll hypothecate on success, Jeremy. So let's hypothecate on us in government.
I'm just trying to find, so the Scottish people are surely entitled to know what would happen if they didn't agree with you on the question of independence.
Then I'll say again, we accept the result. The only circumstance in which you could have another referendum would be if you got a mandate at a subsequent general election. But my view is that you ask the constitutional question once in a generation.
So there would be an undertaking given that if it was defeated in this first outing in 2010 or whenever, it wouldn't come back for a generation.
No, I've given you my view. I mean, I write the current manifesto of the Scottish National Party, for which I'm the leader, and which I want to be.
What's the moral thing to do?
I've already given you my view, but you're asking me now to write a manifesto.
No, you've described to us what happened in the past. I'm asking you what should happen in the future. Will you give an undertaking? It won't come back for 20 years.
Jeremy, you haven't been listening. I said I view it as once in a generation thing. What I'm now saying to you is, look, I write the manifesto for this coming election. I cannot commit the SNP to a subsequent manifesto in a subsequent election. Don't be daft.
Well, at the risk of appearing daft even to you...
Issues of tax, of crime, of asylum, and of keeping the pound.
What's it like fighting a campaign you know you're going to lose?
Crime against the rules of war.
Mr. Regev, you have used the crucial word there twice. If. You don't know, and I don't know whether
yes,
that is... No, you don't.
No, we do. Our initial reporting...
No, hang on. Someone has told you, and somebody has told the UN, and they state they don't know whether there was anyone like acting as you say. If is the key word here. You would therefore presumably support, would you, an independent inquiry into precisely how this tragedy occurred?
First of all, we're conducting our own inquiry, and the information we're receiving is very clear.
An independent
Can
inquiry.
I also tell you...
That's all from Newsnight tonight. Martha's being punished for some offence in a previous life by presenting tomorrow's programme. In the meantime, it's all available again on the website, along with our editor's pathetic pleas for you to send some of us your old bits of home movie and the like, so we can become the BBC's version of Animals Do the Funniest Things.